Growing up together, Luke and Logan Boswell were dreaming big, and now both are college athletes.
Well, considering how competitive we are, we always hoped each of us would make it to this level. It's been a real big blessing that both of us are able to make it to this level now. It's been a long journey, that's for sure.
It's definitely a dream come true. I mean, it's something we've always looked forward to when we were growing up, but I mean, if we're being honest, we kind of thought it would just be a dream at some point in time, but it's here, so.
The two are thankful for a supportive family and a community that has been at their side.
It's been very exciting to see us and see how far we've come, and since we've put in the work, not just us, but our parents putting in the time and the effort, and other people in the community pouring into us to get us to where we are today.
I think it's exciting for them because of how much they've put into us, going to all the tournaments and taking us to practices and all that, and just to seeing us thrive, and so it's very exciting for them.
Luke had a successful run during his time as a Lawrence County Wildcat, one full of memories.
It was amazing. A bunch of people go to high school and never get to go through the things that we got to experience. We experienced COVID for 2 years, so it was a little rough. It was some growing pains, I guess you could say. But Lawrence County as a whole is truly a blessing because the community we have here is unlike any other community. I go to school at Bethel, and in McKenzie, it's a small town too, so they're kind of like us. But if you go to surrounding areas like Murfreesboro, the schools, they don't have a community like we do, and people don't care as much about high school sports as they do here, because whenever you go and play at the Ralph or you come play at Tom Cruise, it's an exciting environment to play in. So it truly is a blessing to be in Lawrence County.
His basketball career was one to remember, even though it almost didn't happen.
I loved it. If I'm being honest, my sophomore year, I wasn't going to try out, but my mom's like, please give it a shot. So I had Coach Clark my sophomore year and junior year, I do believe. Yeah. And it was amazing. I love basketball, being here, all the guys, the coaches were amazing. It was so much fun to get to play in the Ralph, like an environment, and have a community behind you supporting you. No matter how good or how bad you are, they're going to be there for you. So that's really nice.
Luke's strength was in baseball, earning many honors during his tenure at Tom Cruise Field.
Baseball has always been my favorite sport, not just because I'm better at it, but I just love it at heart. But yeah, I love playing here, and all the guys I've played, I've made friends that are going to last a lifetime and memories that are going to last a lifetime here at Lawrence County, and it's been truly amazing.
Luke is about to enter his junior season at Bethel. His role has increased over time as a Wildcat. Now he is one of their most reliable starters.
Well, I got there as a freshman in the fall. I threw really well. Like you said, they kind of just threw me in the mix and just said, all right, we're going to see what happens. I got told on my visit that I'd be a weekend starter, but I figured that was, part of the recruiting scheme to try and get me there. But I had to work to earn a spot, obviously, so I worked as hard as I possibly could all fall. I performed very well, and then when spring rolled around, I finally got to start every weekend, which was amazing to be a freshman and getting big-time innings. I think I threw 60-plus innings freshman year, but I was still a freshman mentally. I would do a lot of things that was dumb on the field and wasn't very smart, but you learn how to be a pitcher. So this year, going into the fall and in the spring, I learned how to be a pitcher and how to throw and whatnot, and I tried to tweak some things mechanically, and I learned from freshman year what I needed to fix and get bigger and stronger in the weight room, and then I became a little bit of a leader on the field, which is very nice to be able to push the guys. So freshman year, our record, I think, was, this ain't going to be accurate, but it's a guesstimate. We were like 21 and 30, or 21 and 26, something like that. This year we were 33 and 18. So we kind of flipped it around completely. So it was amazing to be a part of that. And we kind of just changed the culture, and all the guys came together and bought in and put in a lot of extra work to get to where we are today. It's been very fun.
During the summer, Luke is an umpire for the Babe Ruth League in Lawrenceburg, learning valuable lessons he can take back to Bethel.
It makes me realize when I'm on the mound that the person behind the plate calling balls and strikes is human, because it puts me into perspective when I'm umpiring. I realize that sometimes that you're not going to get every call right, and me as a pitcher, I should just take a deep breath and realize that I just don't need to take it for granted, and don't let my emotions get to me, and just keep doing what I'm doing and don't let what's being called affect the game.
Logan just wrapped up his senior campaign at Lawrence County, a culmination of 4 years worth of success.
Oh, the 4 years here were great because, like he said, the community here is great. I mean, I still got people coming up to me all the time saying how they enjoyed watching me play basketball and all that. So, like, when you come to the Ralph, the whole community's in there pretty much. Not very many people are missing the basketball game, so it was great.
This past season, the Wildcats made it to the sub-state for the first time in a while, capping a roller coaster season that had the community on the edge of their seats.
Starting off, I mean, coming off my junior year, then Coach Wilson left, so we was coming in with Bryce, or Coach Cliff, which we had the full confidence in Coach Cliff coming in, so we all just kind of bought into whatever he was saying, and him leading us. Our first test was Hartzell, and we fell short on that one, and so then our next one was Loretto, and that game was wild. So that was a fun game. It was good for us because it was crazy environment and it was close. So, and then we got into tournament time, and well, we played a lot of close games during the district season. So that was fun. And then tournament time, we handled Tullahoma pretty good the first game, and then Central Magnet, we were down, what was it, like 11 going into the fourth? Yeah, and then we came back and won that game. So, and then in the region, we played pretty good the first 2 games, and then Upperman, we kind of looked a little shell-shocked a little bit. So, I mean, being on that stage, it was awesome because we haven't been there in so long. So to get back there really felt good. And then we got to sub-state, and that environment was crazy too. So it was just a great year.
Logan played for 3 coaches in 4 years, having a good time and taking advice from all 3.
Well, having Coach Clark the first year was great because he was more of a IQ kind of guy. Like, we're going to run plays, we're going to do this a certain way. So it was great to have him. And then Coach Wilson came in, and he's a great guy. He's hilarious, he's very energetic, and it shows on the basketball court because we're running around trapping everybody and just running gun the whole game, which was tiring, but it worked. So, and then Coach Cliff came in and he kind of just mixed the two. But Coach Cliff, he was different because, I mean, it was his first year, so if we saw something and we wanted to tell him, we could tell him, and we're probably going to change it, or we're at least going to try it for our first time. And then, so playing for him was great, and it was great to just have all 3 of them just to see it from different perspectives.
Logan has committed to play UT Southern next season, and despite his head coach leaving for another job, he's still ready to go for the next man in charge.
They had sent me a workout before Coach Line left, which it was our assistant coach, Coach Counts, that sent it to us. So he had sent it to us, and I've been doing that, and I've been going. Coach Cliff's actually been letting me come shoot in the gym sometimes, so it's real cool for him to let me do that. And yeah, just hanging out.
The brothers enjoyed their short time playing with each other at LCHS, 2 seasons they will not soon forget.
It was great. He really showed me how to be a leader because, I mean, we're in practice and he says something, everybody's going to listen to him. And just being out there on the floor with him was great because, I mean, we know how to play with each other because we've been doing it our whole lives. So it's like, I know what you're going to do, so go do it, pretty much. So
I've learned a lot. He's better than me at basketball, if I'm being completely honest, but you didn't hear that. But yeah, he's a really good player. He has a great IQ, and he's a lot less selfless, or not as selfish as I was on the basketball court. He will give the ball up before I will, 100%. So he's a great teammate. I have learned that, and he's shown me how to be a great teammate, and I'm very thankful for that. I will outshoot him though, but he's a better player than me.
Of all the memories created, there's one that stuck out between the 2. However, it's one their mom and definitely their dad want to forget.
We were very competitive at basketball, so one day we were playing basketball, and I forgot what had happened. I don't know, but
you're talking about the truck?
Yeah. So we always had a rule when we played basketball. Logan always made this rule that I couldn't post up because I was a lot bigger than him. I had to shoot threes only, like that kind of rule. Well, one day he got upset, and I gave him the ball, and he got mad, and he tried to throw it at me. Well, I moved out of the way. Bad part was my dad's brand new truck was sitting behind the basketball goal and put a massive dent on the side of his truck. Luckily, it came out. But yeah, we just went inside and sat down and were kind of quiet for a minute until Mom figured out that something had happened.
Though the two will be apart for the coming years, there is no doubt they will stay close despite the distance.
I guess over the phone's got to be a lot of it because his season is not when my season is and vice versa. So in the fall, I'll be at school trying to get ready for baseball season and he'll be at school trying to get ready for basketball season. But we'll be texting back and forth and calling, and I'll try and give him as much advice that I've picked up along the way to try and help him and push him and be the best he can be. And obviously watching each other play as much as we possibly can, whether it be in person or over TV or computer, whatever it may be.
Yeah, just watching each other's games will be real good for us because we like to give each other feedback, even though the person playing really don't like to hear it from them. But yeah, over the phone will be a lot of it, and we'll probably play some video games, keep up, and yeah, just calling and checking in every once in a while.